Alright, hi guys, and welcome back to 2016 Tag Team Tournament here in Seoul, South Korea. We've got 3 games today, finally back to normally having 3 games every day. I'm DZ Mins, and with me is Ending Life.
Hey.
How do you see our matchups today, man?
Well, today there's going to be very important matchups. First match, winner versus G Touring, is just going to be a normal tag team tournament, but the second and the third are very important for all of the teams. SWAT, the first and the second match are the important ones where the rankings are going to shift enormously. Like, people are going to be tied up or go up or down. So
Right. I mean,
I'm very excited to see.
You guys are going to see the rankings soon. Right now we have GC Busan comfortably with 5 wins, but then after that it's 4 wins. Two teams has 4 wins. The next 2 teams has 2 wins, and then we have IDEPS sitting at last place with just 1 win. But that just makes it that much more important, because if IDEPS comes with a win in the first matchup today, that means that there are 3 teams at the bottom of the table that share the same amount of wins. Same thing with MSG too. I mean, they're playing against, who are they playing against?
GC Busan.
Exactly.
Yeah, a very strong team. And if GC Busan does beat MSG, before we talk about that, let's see the rankings.
Exactly.
Yeah, here we go. If GC Busan beats MSG and MSG goes 2 wins and 5 losses, and IDEPS beat SWAT and they get 2 wins and 5 losses, and SWAT gets the loss, which makes them 2 wins and 5 losses. So all 3 teams at the bottom are gonna be tied.
Yeah, they're sharing the same position. And that just evens the entire ranking system out.
Yeah.
Not to mention, if any of the top teams loses, that also evens it out again. That means next week is going to be even more
very competitive.
And competitive. Right now, the only thing that is differentiating each other are the RP points, but that's not going to last too long if next week another upset happens. Now let's check out today's matchups. We have IDEPS versus SWAT, which is one of the most important games today. Then MSG Busan, and then Winner and G Touring. Now, Winner and G Touring is just going to be a fun match for us, but really what you guys have to look out for are Game 19 and Game 20.
Yeah, definitely. And I just want to say, let's just say SWAT wins and MSG loses. That is also bad for MSG, because SWAT is going to be on top of MSG.
Right, MSG's in a tough situation regardless of who wins in IDEPS versus SWAT.
The first match is very important for MSG, because if IDEPS wins, they're going to be tied for 4th, all 3 teams. If SWAT wins, SWAT is going to surpass MSG.
Right, because SWAT will end up having 3 wins.
Yeah.
And MSG, we don't really expect them to play.
Yeah, we're just assuming that they're going to lose, but I'm not taking sides. It's just that the overall, since GC Busan is a 5-win, 1-loss team, and they've been at the top ranking for a very long time. So we're just assuming, with the predictions.
So that just means that MSG is going to be playing that much harder. They're going to be wanting to differentiate themselves from the lower ranked teams at the table. But at the same time, their opponent is the GC Busan, the Tigers, the Predators.
They have Eyebrows and Jinyu Park, the assassin. So who knows if Jinyu is going to pull off another 3v1. I want to see one of that again.
Definitely. I mean, if we take a look at our first matchup, who do you think is going to win, though? Ideally, IDEPS did lose. No. Hold on. Let me check that out one more time. I'm pretty sure that IDEPS, SWAT won against IDEPS. There we go. IDEPS did not win against SWAT before, so SWAT is looking very comfortable right now playing against IDEPS.
Yeah. That's what I think, too. SWAT, even though they're at the bottom ranking, they have solid players. Suwon Kim is a very solid KFM in the singles and tag. It's just that, to be honest, their teammates have to step it up a little bit. And the first matchup, I think SWAT is going to take the win. That's just my personal,
Right, exactly.
thought,
so do you think IDEPS is going to change anything up? Because Hyungju Kim, he also is in the singles tournament right now, and he plays the Kung Fu Master. Do you think he could change it up and play the Kung Fu Master?
I don't know, because there is Suhan on the other team, I don't think he's gonna switch it up.
All right, let's check out the introduction videos.
저희가 수학과의 첫 경기 때 솔직히 말해서 거기 되게 못했어요. 근데 저희가 그냥 더 못한 거죠, 그때는.
거기 잘하는 선수분이 딱히 없고 저희 팀만 잘하면 무난하게 이길 것 같아요.
거기서 뭐 제 본사를 도발하셨다는데 저를 한 번이라도 이겨보시고 좀 그런 소리를 해주셨으면 좋겠고 딱히 신경 안 씁니다.
도발은 언제든지 받을 수 있는데 지고 나서 울지 마세요. 2퍼, 3퍼 그런 분들이 딱 한 번 더 믿고 찍어주시는 거에 대해서 정말 감사드리고요. 이번엔 주화 챙겨드렸으니까요. 다음에도 꼭 한 번 더 챙겨드릴 예정이니까 또 한 번 찍어주세요.
김상욱 선수 같은 경우는 멘탈이 너무 약해서 조금만 흔들려도 자기 실력이 잘 안 나오기 때문에 김상욱 선수의 멘탈을 흔들어 놓으면 아이뎁스 팀은 그냥 무너지지 않을까 생각을 합니다.
다음 경기에서 김영주 선수가 권사를 또 꺼내온다면 감사합니다. 정말 감사합니다. 김영주 선수가 권사를 많이 쉬었기 때문에 그렇게 나와주신다면 정말 감사합니다. 형주야 고마워. 성근 형도 검사 원식이도 아이뎁스 팀한테는 이제 질 자신이 없다고 하니까 개인전에서 네가 말했지. 우리 스왓도 아이뎁스한테 자신이 없다. 질 자신이.
저번에는 저희가 2대1로 이겼는데 이번은 좀 깔끔하게 2대0으로
저희 스왓팀이 지금 하위권에 머물고 있지만 저희는 아직 포기를 하지 않았습니다. 어느 팀이 상대가 되더라도 일단 방심하지 않고 최선을 다해서 이길 수 있도록 그렇게 연습해서 좋은 경기 보여드리겠습니다.
All right, I'm liking this environment that these two teams are making. All these, the teams are bored, they're bared. Right now we got blue side IDEPS, Sangwo Kim, Hyungju Kim, and Hyunsung Sung in order, just like the Assassin, Blade Master, and Destroyer. You mentioned before that he will probably not, Hyungju Kim is going to not change to Kung Fu Master because of Suwon Kim, but that is not saying that he is not a good
Oh, of course
Kung Fu
not. Yeah,
Master
of course
at
not.
all. I could imagine him coming out with Kung Fu Master just to, just to slap him in the face, be like, hey, might as well just try and beat you. But right now, SWAT on the red side, they are coming off of a win from Winners, which was not something that we were
That was
expecting
very
at all.
big last week.
So we have Suwon Kim on the left. Right now we see him on the screen as Kung Fu Master. Then One Chick Lee in the middle, and Sung Gun Ji as Soul Fighter on the right. Now, noticeably different is that SWAT does have a Soul Fighter and IDEPS does not.
Yep.
That seemed as if it was the deciding factor last time around. I wonder if it's going to be the same this
Well,
time.
yeah. So basically, if SWAT wants to win, they have to take out all three players of IDEPS. But if IDEPS wants to win, they could just go play the clock out because SWAT has a Soul Fighter with heals.
Right.
If they could keep it even and just play the clock out, IDEPS is definitely most likely.
Right. Not definitely.
Yeah, not definitely. Yeah, most likely
Because
gonna take the win. Okay.
That generally is what it's like to have a Soul Fighter.
Yeah.
If you don't finish off the opponent, since you do have heals, you will have taken more damage. That's just how it goes. And IDEPS looks as if they have the advantage against SWAT. Interesting.
That is very interesting. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited to see who would take the win. Will it be 3 teams and 2 wins, or will SWAT go and surpass MSG for now? Alright, I'm glad to hear the screams from the crowd right now. Blade Master on the left, on blue side. Hyungju Kim going for the defensive supportive role right now. And then Soul Fighter out as well for SWAT. They're going to try and play out the clock, try to get a force tag, and manipulate that to their liking. Who will get it first though? Soul Fighter taking the most damage, but healing right now. Damage-wise, IDEPS is in an advantage, going for the reactionary 2v2. IDEPS in a tough situation right now, but it's okay. Blade Master able to survive. Still a defensive character, and the early tag.
Okay, okay, Amber Stomp grab. Usually there would be an interfere. Okay, there it is. Lightning Jaw for a stun, but nothing too much happens here. KFM comes in with the Ice Guard in. Rising Dragon misses.
Not able to get it through, and he is stunned. Right now, we do not see an interfere yet. Both sides seem as if they are taking it a little bit slower, but right now it's getting a little bit too dangerous for SWAT. It's a 2-on-1, but SWAT, they have been playing a very good tag team environment. Right now, they did wait for the interfere, but they came in staggering it and tried to create an advantage for themselves, but it didn't seem to work out too well. Right now, IDEPS doing better with damage.
Yeah, interfere pulls him in, forces him to use his escape.
And the defensive interfere by SWAT yet again. Now SWAT has used 2 tags already. They are down 1 tag at a slight disadvantage, and plus SWAT has taken more damage. Right now IDEPS is feeling really comfortable. Look at that axe sweep, able to stun.
Okay, cutting off the Judgment Cleave combo with interferes on both sides.
Now both players that have interfered are able to cut each other off. Good cooperative play by both sides. Pulled in just now, stunned. Going
Judgment
for the Judgment
Cleave.
Cleave. Not able
stun.
to do anything.
The grab again. It sucks that Sang-ho Kim, the assassin for IDEPS, already is out of all his
And the
interfere
force
points.
tag is going to come in. They catch him right now as he comes in. It's 2-on-1 right now. It's dangerous, but IDEPS comes in with the reactionary defensive interfere. The Soaring Falcon connects and he charges in. Lots of action so far in the first quarter. Body swap comes in immediately by IDEPS. And the second wind is used immediately. Now he's in a dangerous situation. He's going to need to either tag out or get an interfere to save him, because second wind being used in a tag team tournament right now, in a tag team match, is going to have a huge detriment.
He comes in, right?
And there we go. That's a 2-on-1 situation. He's stunned. He's not able to do anything, and the assassin is down. At first, SWAT looked as if they were at a disadvantage, but the assassin going away immediately for IDEPS. Definitely evening up the playing field.
And the KFM didn't even use his blue buff just now.
The blue buff is still alive. The blue buff is still alive. Is the Destroyer able to continue the damage? And he is not. Kung Fu Master proving to be very stingy.
Here we go, just 1 down, 1 CC. There we go. Rising Dragon, here we go, 3RF. Okay, forces that 1 minute escape.
By
Judgment Cleave.
Destroyer. Kung Fu Master unable to escape. Now he does, but he's still staying inside. He's got a minute left before he's forced out, but he does have
KFM
attack
is very dangerous. This is Blade Call.
to survive, and he's not able to survive. Right now, IDEPS have evened up the playing field again. Now, just judging off of damage, it looks as if IDEPS is going to take the advantage again. Right now, SWAT is not comfortable. They need to force another player out.
It just seems like Soo-won Kim dies too early in the game. Not only today, but in the previous weeks as well.
He will definitely have to work on that in the next set, but right now he's not able to do anything. He even died with 2 tags left, causing the rest of his teammates to do more work. But fortunately for IDEPS, SWAT does not have a tag or any interferes right now. The Destroyer is just having his way. All he has to do is keep him inside this
Judgment Cleave, and he just finishes him off.
Beautiful
in the Ember
play
Stomp.
by
Nice.
Destroyer. Right now, SWAT just had 2 seconds left for the second win, but wasn't able to use it because Hyun Song was relentless. Looks as if IDEPS is going to take the win, a clean win. Playmaster is still out there waiting to have his turn, but I don't think Hyun Song is going to give it to him.
Yeah, Hyun Song is playing. It's on top of his toes today. He is making all the plays, creating all the opportunities for his team.
Ground ripple to try to push him back and chase, but doesn't do much. Oh, stunned and grabbed.
He's gonna throw him down, do some Judgment Cleave, and that might just put him in a critical. Okay,
Right
stuns
now.
him. Oh, okay, stun. Tags him out, stuns,
And a
comes in.
2-on-1
Okay.
immediate finish. Fatality by IDEPS.
They are happy.
That was a clean win right now. Just now we saw a tag out into an immediate interfere to make that 2-on-1 situation to just wipe him away with toilet paper. That was good. I like that. IDEPS showing a lot of aggression.
Definitely.
A lot of assertion.
Soo-won Kim on SWAT. He is the key player, and he always ends up dying first. And I'm very disappointed that this is happening every week.
It's unfortunate. It's an unfortunate
Very
situation that
unfortunate.
Soo-won Kim is in because he is arguably the best player on SWAT. So that also means that other teams are going to try and get him out of the match as soon as possible.
it's not because Suwon Kim is bad that he keeps dying. It's just that his teammates are supposed to save him, the Blade Master and the Soul Fighter, but the opponent is being able to focus on Suhan better than the teammates trying to save him.
If you look at the replays, one of the earlier problems was that this is one of SWAT's strengths. They stagger their interferes very well. When the opponent comes in for the offensive interfere, they wait a few seconds and then they come in for interfere. That way, after they leave, they can capitalize on that brief moment. But they waited too long this time around, and the Kung Fu Master took too much damage. You'll see that later on in the replay. Right now, it was fairly even. But IDEPS in fact, was the first team to lose a teammate.
Sound Assassin. Right, the Rising Dragon, yeah, this was amazing. KFM and Soul Fighter.
Right, and then Suhan Kim, this is where
he has no escape. Gets grabbed. The Hyunsung Song played a very good game this set.
Definitely. Now after this, it was all downhill because SWAT, they're on the backstep right now. Right now, even if the clock was at 0 seconds, IDEPS would have won it. Right now, we just got information that one of the PCs is having technical difficulties, so we will have a slight delay. But yeah, so let's check out what SWAT has to do.
Look at this Destroyer. He is, well, there's only one player left, but even before this, Hyunsung Song, if he keeps this up, he is going to lead his team to victory and take the MVP, I'm pretty sure, if they get the win.
Look at that clean play just now. The tag out into the interfere to get 2-on-1 while he was stunned.
Yeah.
Couldn't even use a second win. Couldn't escape. IDEPS is looking very comfortable right now. And if that's the case, if they go on to win the second set, then everyone's 2 games apiece.
Yeah.
And MSG is going to try and
they have to try to win.
Wedge themselves out of that situation. They want to differentiate themselves as much as possible. But their opponent is GC Busan. I'm not sure whose computer is having technical difficulties. It doesn't really look as if it's
yeah,
SWAT
they're just sitting. Yeah.
Definitely talking to each other. I think Suwon Kim is talking about the use of interviews. If you watch the replays, in fact, I was talking about earlier on in the matchup before Suwon Kim died. Earlier on, he lost a lot of health, but when he died, they didn't stagger too late. In fact, they interfered first. They were on the offensive interfere, and then he got stunned and
the point that you're talking about right now, where they were both interferes from both sides, but Hyunsung Sung, if you remember, he had Suwon in a stun, and he was doing his Judgment Cleave, and the Soul Fighter on SWAT, Sung Gun-ji, came in, did the Burning Tundra and tried to stop him, but he actually ignored the Soul Fighters interfere, and he just kept hitting Suwon with the Judgment Cleave, brought down more health, and when the interferes finished, he just finished off
now,
Suwon.
I also want to mention that one of the deciding factors that was the win for SWAT last time was the Soul Fighter, but this time around during this set, we didn't see a lot of action from the Soul Fighter, did we?
Well, actually, there was just one part where he just interfered when Suwon Kim, the KFM, got a CC in, and they came in, did the Ip Man stuff, and then when it went back in. But that was just one part.
Yeah. Otherwise, Soul Fighter is slowly becoming a double-edged sword. They are good for heals. It's good for sustainability, for survivability, for health. But at the same time, if you get more health, then you take more damage. And if you go down to the wire, if you go down and play out the clock, you took more damage, you're going to lose.
Yeah, that is true.
So you have to finish it off.
I think one of the reasons Sung Gun-ji chose the Soul Fighter is because he trusts Suwon Kim to do the damage and try to finish off the opponents.
Right.
But like I said before, Suwon is constantly dying first.
Yeah, at the same
and
time,
if that happens, that's not going to...
Yeah, you can't just rely on one person to do the damage. You have to create a situation. Normally, all attacks are in a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
Except for that one time when Jinyu Park was like, I'm going to take the entire team on. Somehow did it. But yeah, no, definitely. You have to create that 2-on-1 situation.
Definitely.
Suwon Kim, they tried it, but they weren't able to finish it. And that caught them off guard.
Yeah, and another thing is Suwon, as I mentioned before, he is the dealer on this team. But on IDEPS, Hyunsung Song, the Destroyer, he could take damage because he has definitely a good self-heal with the Stone Shield and the Ember Stomp for his teammates. It's a little bit, but other than that, he created so many opportunities this set that the other players, even though Sang-ho Kim was dead, the Blade Master was able to come in, do the lightning draw stun for the continual CC, and just do the damage. So on SWAT, anyways, on SWAT, Suwon Kim is trying to create opportunities and do the damage. So that's very hard for SWAT. And
Right, and
Sung
we
Ji
can't-
is just healing.
We
Yeah.
can't really give Sung Gun-ji too much flack
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he does have 9 kills.
Yeah,
He has
yeah,
9 kills
definitely.
compared to Suhan Kim's 11 kills, who is the dealer, right?
Yeah.
What I want to mention that Won-shik Lee, he's got 0 kills. Like, he's not doing too much. I mean,
he has 0
does
kills and he has the most deaths.
Yeah, he has the most.
Deaths.
He does have the most assists, but it's
Ah.
not by much. It's by 1
Yeah.
compared to Sung Gun-ji
Yeah.
and 2 compared to Suwon Kim, where Suwon Kim has the most kills anyway. So he really needs to up his offensive
Definitely.
contribution.
Yeah, because Blade Master, for those of you who know or play Blade Master, he's not only a defensive character. Well, none of the characters in Blade and Soul are only one-sided. Even
Right,
the
exactly.
Destroyer can do damage
Right.
if he is given the opportunity. So the Blade Dancer on the other side, Hyungju Kim, Blade Dancer, he is able to pull out burst damages if he
Yeah.
wants or if he is given the opportunity.
Look at Juno
So,
Han.
Yeah,
Eyebrows.
Juno Han, yeah, eyebrows. He is definitely a furious Blade
he's
Master
top class.
pilot. Yeah. So Won-shik Lee, SWAT's Blade Master, has to definitely step up his game in saving Suwon Kim from the opponents and trying to come in and interfere and do some damage.
It definitely affects the team's confidence as well because if you look at the other opponent, Hyungju Kim, who's not his main isn't even a Blade Master. He came out first.
Yeah.
Now imagine if the Blade Master for SWAT came out first. It was Blade Master versus Blade Master. They have a Soul Fighter as well in the back. That's 2 times of survivability and the amount of time to obtain. But Won-shik Lee, the fact is he's never come out first for SWAT before.
Yeah.
That just means that the team just doesn't really rely on him too much.
I'm thinking it's like Won-shik Lee should have practiced Soul Fighter maybe.
Yeah,
and
switch
did
it
the
up,
healing.
switch up the roles, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, not Woo Bin Cha. What's that guy's name? Anyhow, there's another Soul Fighter that is not doing too.
Oh
Daeyoung
yeah,
Choi.
yeah. Daeyoung
Right?
Choi. Yep.
He's doing just heals. He, needs
He
to
is
step up his Soul Fighter
MSG
game up.
Soul Fighter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So,
Let's see how he does today.
I mean,
later
even
on.
if Won-shik Lee just did that and Sung Gun-ji did something else to up the offensive contribution, might have been a different outcome for the first set. But who knows? Second set, it could be different. They could come around. Suwon Kim just needs to survive, really.
Yeah,
That's the biggest
definitely. Yeah,
deal.
for SWAT, just keep Suwon Kim alive. Yeah, because he is. If you keep him alive, he's gonna create the opportunities. He's gonna get the kills, and that's the only way to win. Because you have a Soul Fighter, you have heals, and you have a Blade Master for Flock of Blades to knock back the opponent if Suwon Kim is stunned. I don't know. I never seen Won-shik Lee interfere to save Suwon Kim, whereas Hyungju Kim is doing a very good job with saving his teammates, but also putting in the CC with his lightning draw for creating another opportunity for Hyun Sung Song to do Judgment Cleave combo or Sang-ho Kim, the assassin, to continue his assassin combos. But in the first set, Sang-ho Kim died, so we didn't get to see that. But in previous rounds, Hyungju Kim is definitely one of the good players who creates opportunities for his teams.
What I also wanted to mention was IDEPS was at a disadvantage in the beginning.
Yeah.
They got rid. SWAT got rid of Sang-ho Kim.
Yeah, very
their
early
assassin,
on. Yeah.
Their main, one of their main sources of damage.
Yeah.
Immediately. I mean, like, you should be so comfortable at that point,
Yeah, it's like, oh, no dealer.
but they got too comfortable
Yeah.
and they lost their main player, their star player. How do you do that? How do
Yeah,
you allow yourself to do
seriously.
that? Right now, I'm definitely feeling that Suwon Kim is a little bit disappointed at his teammates.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he has to take responsibility for it because he is the leader of the team.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's not going to just put the blame on the other two. He's going to be like, hey, let's rethink this. We sort of messed up our interferes just now. All right. So right now they are going through a test game again just to make sure that there are no kinks left. Once the test game is done, then we're going to go straight into set 2.
Yeah, anyways, I just keep mentioning Hyun Sung Song's Destroyer this set. He probably did the most damage. If we are able to see the damages done each set, this set, that would definitely be cool.
Very useful.
But Hyun Sung Song, definitely Judgment Cleave. Unstoppable. The Destroyer doing with the big axe, like smashing you in the head,
Yeah.
and you have no escape, so you just have to get smashed.
You had to get smashed
And
every Sundays.
yeah,
Every
and
Sundays at 2
it
p.m.
wa-
KST.
Yeah, and Hyunsung Song put in his CC so well that took out the opponent's escapes and was able to do the Judgment Cleave combo. So I'm pretty sure at the end of this whole game, this round, they're gonna show highlights and replays of Hyunsung Song doing Judgment Cleave combos to
Now,
the opponents.
When
And
you notice that one of the players loses their second wind, you expect them to use either an interfere or a tag out.
Yeah.
Like that's
yeah,
once
yeah.
you use it,
yeah.
you're in a very dangerous situation. 2-on-1's gonna come in. What are you gonna do? You're stuck. So your teammate has to come interfere, or you have to tag out before that situation occurs. But I feel like that wasn't very. There wasn't that much smart plays going on.
Yeah, basically,
For-
for SWAT.
Yeah.
You're saying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for SWAT. So let's say Hyunsung Song or Hyungju Kim puts in a CC with the Lightning Draw or a Blitz or Stone Shield. And if one of the players on SWAT is CC'd or stunned, the other two, let's say the Blade Master or the Soul Fighter, could come in and do Ground Ripple, knock him back.
Yeah.
Or do Flock of Blades, knock him back.
Yeah.
Or Lightning Draw and stun the opponent. Like, there's so many counter CCs to save your teammates, but I haven't seen a good counter interfere to save the teammates. Whereas
there was one earlier on in the beginning where there was a double interfere
Yeah.
and they each pushed each other back.
there
was a web going on.
Yeah, and then the thing is, they both pushed each other back. But the thing is, IDEP's Sang-ho Kim's assassin you just mentioned, he webbed. So basically, they did both get knocked back. But SWAT ended up having the disadvantage because one of the players ended up getting webbed, which means after the knockback, the other the IDEPs who got knocked back, they could come back.
Yeah.
Whereas on SWAT, one of them is webbed, so only one could come back.
Yeah.
So either way, at the end of the day, IDEPs are using their interferes way better than SWAT.
A little bit more effectively than SWAT. It looks as if the computer problems have been fixed.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Get
we
new
will be going
computers,
back to the second set. Unless they're playing a rematch.
No,
which I doubt. But yeah, stay in your seats. Sorry for the interruption. Let's get into set 2. Alright, Kung Fu Master out first this time, not Soul Fighter. Suwon Kim taking. Oh, hold on.
Oh, okay.
What was that? Soul Fighter out and Assassin out this time. So there is a difference. Not the difference that I thought it would be, but nonetheless different. Assassin out this time, going for the offensive role, and he's doing a very good job at it. Soul Fighter at a health deficit already. He's going to either heal or tag out. We don't see an interfere coming in anytime soon. What's going on?
Well, this is too early on in the game, so I'm guessing they want to save it up for the kill. And there we go.
And good job by Soul Fighter using the displays to try and disable the assassin, and it did work. There was a defensive interfere coming in by IDEPS.
Yeah, Suwon Kim came in, gave the Fighting Spirit the blue buff, but they couldn't capitalize on it. If you see Sang-ho Kim, the assassin's health, it's
And right now, SWAT is at generally a disadvantage just by the damage done because the Soul Fighter healed himself before he went in, and look at this, yet again, they're taking even more damage. Kung Fu Master stunned yet again. He's not able to survive, is he?
And he might just he just died again, Suwon Kim.
The leader of the team, SWAT, lost his life. He's not able to come back, but IDEPS did. They were in this situation before. Is SWAT going to be able to come back? But I don't think so. They are saving their second win. They are saving their interferes. They are saving their tags. For what?
Yeah, and Suwon Kim down with 2 tags, 2 interferes. And I just want to mention, okay, let's see this first. Blade Master.
Lightning Draw. Soaring Falcon to pull him in, and the defensive 2-on-1, the self-defense G.
Nice knockdown.
I'm sorry, not self-defense G. We're talking about IDEPS, aren't we? There is no Soul Fighter on IDEPS.
Yeah, but this Wanshik Lee actually endured the 2v1 very well.
Right.
Because,
we saw a good defensive play by Wanshik Lee right now. He was able to survive and tag out to the Soul Fighter yet again, but SWAT is still in a bad situation.
Yeah, I just want to mention when there's a little downtime. When Suwon Kim was getting attacked, when he was about to die, the Soul Fighter should have came in and did the ground ripple to knock them back. But he came in and he did Burning Tundra.
Yeah.
I don't understand why he did that. He
Most
should have.
definitely. Soul Fighter just now, we
Yeah.
saw an elbow smash to counter that drag, but he got pulled in by the Soaring Falcon anyhow.
There we go.
He's still surviving though, and he's putting in a little bit of damage towards the Destroyer, but it's okay because they have 3 players, and the Assassin's going to come out and try to finish it off. He definitely can. The defensive interfere by SWAT. Waymaster coming in to try to defend lightning draw, but Sang-woo Kim proving to be lethal still in stealth. Now the switch out the Blade Master because they feel as if the Blade Master is able to defend against the Assassin a little bit better.
And the Blade Master does have one more tag left. So if Sungmin Ji was out here with no tags, that would have been critical. So he used up his last tag.
Right.
There we go.
The Assassin going to finish
And
it off.
he is going. Okay, the interfere comes in.
The defensive interfere.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if SWAT is going to be able to bring this back.
Well, right now he actually did a pretty good defense interfere, but because he did the ground ripple to knock him back, but he still ended up dying. The Blade Master ended up dying.
Yeah, this is just very disappointing by SWAT. Kung Fu Master coming out first.
They're getting knocked out very early on. Well, actually, no, Kung Fu Master didn't come in.
Yeah, we thought Kung Fu Master was out first, but when he did tag in, the first tag in that he did, he just got perma-stunned throughout the entire time and wasn't able to do anything. We just saw Ip Man stuff by Soul Fighter again, bringing down the Assassin's health. But is he able to finish him off?
Nope.
It is.
Here comes Hyun Song, and he gets hit. The Soul Fighter getting hit by such an obvious stun. Very, it makes me sad.
SWAT is at a bad point in.
Look at all those movements. 2 teleports, 2 backsteps, and 2 side steps, and he wasn't able to dodge that long stun.
2-on-1. I don't know why they used the interfere just now, but I guess they just wanted to finish it off as quickly as possible. At this point, what would you do?
Well,
as a Soul Fighter, do you really think you'd be able to take on 3 full health, almost full health opponents that have
even if it was,
tags?
even if it was the top Soul Fighter, Shin Kyung Kim or Gum Sung Hwang, it would be very hard. Very hard.
Even if they didn't have their tags or interferes, like if it was just one-on-one, isolating all of these players, you still wouldn't be able to do it. Getting pulled
There
in by
it
the
is,
Falcon,
lightning draw, and
finish it off
finishes
with
off. 2-0.
IDEPS getting 2 wins. This is exactly what they wanted. They said this in the introduction video. They're like, hey, we want 2-0. And evening up the playing field. MSG now, they are going to want to separate themselves from the bottom brackets. Are they going to be able to, or are they going to share 2 wins and 5 losses with IDEPS and SWAT?
I wonder what
I want to see that replay with how Kung Fu Master wasn't able to get out of there.
Well, he didn't have his escape. So yeah, and the Soul Fighter did come in and did the ground ripple to knock him back, but he still ended up dying because he was CC'd, and when they got knocked back, they came back up and then just focused on KFM. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna show it.
The Assassin doing a good job early on in the beginning. Soul Fighter retaliating with a displaced windstorm. There we go, and the 2-on-1. However, not being able to exploit it too much. Soul Fighter going to heal before he leaves. At this point, it wasn't that big of a deal, but this is where the Kung Fu Master takes way too much damage.
And he doesn't have the escape right now, you see. 5 seconds. And the aerial. See, they were smart to keep him in the air, unable to tag.
Right, if you're in the air, you're not able to tag. If you're knocked down and you're able to get up, then maybe.
Yeah, then you can tag right away, right after you get up, but you're in the air, you're not.
It's a very long animation. Smart play by IDEPS, definitely. Both times they tried to get rid of Kung Fu Master first, and that's what they did, and that's how they succeeded.
And as I mentioned about SWAT not being able to capitalize on their interferes, there was this one point in the replay, or in this set, where the KFM actually gave the blue buff to himself and his teammates interfere, and they didn't do anything. Yeah, like the blue buff, you're supposed to kill someone with the blue buff.
Right, ideally speaking,
that's
ideally, what you would like to do, but they weren't able to do it.
Yeah, it was a 2-on-2, but they should have just focused on one guy, just put CC in one guy, and just, if you're unable to kill him, at least take out like 50% health or 70% health when you have the blue buff.
Right, you want
that is what it is for.
Make an impact on the match when you do use that blue buff.
Yeah, make the opponent nervous.
Really, the only way they used it was as a bluff. It's like, hey, we're gonna hit. We're gonna hit you. And not hit. Unfortunately, SWAT wasn't able to make it out with a win. they lost very early on. Really, the matches were very quick. Next matchup is MSG versus GC Busan. Stay tuned.
Same breath, I dare you to say they taste the same. Let the leaves fall off in the summer. Let December glow in flames.
마침내 세상의 경계가 사라진다. 모든 영역을 뛰어넘은 새로운 판. 시작합니다. 내 손안의 생활 플랫폼 신한 카드 판. 생활의 판을 바꾸다.
시작인가?
그래. 어? 봤어?
상상이었나? 무한 슈팅 액션 쾌감 콘터스 어드벤처 지금 바로 다운로드하세요. 멈추는 게 어딨어? 이기는 장땡이지. 이러면 곤란해.
NC 다이노스 파이팅! 우리 함께 행진해요.
Say my name and his in the same breath. I send my glow in flames. Don't care what you think, 'cause the love is it's about me.
마침내 세상의 경계를 넘어선 새로운 판이 시작된다. 신한 카드 판. 생활의 판을 바꾸다.
Alright, welcome back. We'll have our interviews with iDebs and our MVP. A big round of applause to iDebs. Alright, we'll have our interview with with Sang-ho Kim. A word for your win?
Yeah, my other two teammates played very well, and I did nothing. That's what he said.
Right. Yeah. So earlier on in the first set, there wasn't a good performance by you. Can you have explain that a little bit?
Yeah, he thought he wouldn't get caught or get chased, but he did, and that surprised him and led him to his death.
Thought he was a little bit far away. So a lot of people are saying that now you're coming off of the online god status and going on to the offline god status.
In the singles.
In the singles.
And he is saying, I was luck. It was luck. I was very lucky.
The interviewer was like, hey, are you sure it's just luck? I feel like you need some skill to go.
Yeah, some skills are required, but more luck.
There are a lot of sayings that you are showing a lot of nervousness and
I think I still get very nervous.
In this single season, what is your goal?
Yeah, so this time I'm meeting up with Jung Won Yoon, the Force Master, and I definitely want to win. I want to beat him.
Definitely wants to win this time around. And your goal for tag team?
And he wants to get one more win for the tag team. One more win.
Right now you are in 5th place.
So he thinks, one more win might bring us up one more step in the rankings.
Safe position. Alright, Hyungju Kim definitely showed us a good performance in singles and also in tag. The interviewer definitely said that he thought that Hyungju Kim might be MVP.
아까 전에 인터뷰를 잠깐 앉아서 아 이번에 내가 받을 것 같은데 이렇게 얘기하시던데.
오늘 근데 진짜 제가 봐도 킬도 진짜 많이 하고
To be honest, you know, I might get the MVP. I got a lot of kills.
다 죽더라고요.
아 말하면 죽어요?
그래서 그냥
And he was like, whenever they talk, whenever I say they're gonna die, they die.
네.
So I might have the chance to get the MVP.
받은 거 없죠 이미?
I think I got it. That's what he said.
대기실에서도
I got it.
활발하고 되게 좋잖아요.
In the waiting room, you are very, everybody is very happy and go-lucky, and I feel like you are one of the people that also contributes to that environment. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, and he is saying that during our practice, when I want to go to the bathroom, I just take that with me. If I want to go buy a drink, I take that with me.
Whatever you do,
So
you do it together.
yeah, as a team, he wants to, work on the teamwork.
제가 하나만 더 개인적으로 좀 여쭤볼게요. 김영주 선수
personal question.
저처럼 사실 알 없는 안경을 끼고 있어요. 패션 안경이죠.
You, just like me, are wearing glasses without lenses.
미소가 좀 빛나는 것 같습니까?
Wearing those glasses, do you think you look a little bit sexy?
그냥 딱 보면 진짜
Yeah, and he is saying I've gained so much weight that even without this thick glasses, the thick frame glasses, I would look very fat or chubby. So yeah, the glasses kind of makes my face look a little smaller.
자 그리고 오늘의 MVP는 바로 송현상 선수입니다.
And today's MVP is Hyun-Sung Sung, not Youngju Kim, the destroyer.
본인의 기량 정말 끝도 없이 잘 보여줬습니다. 소감 한번 들어보겠습니다.
From the beginning to the end, you did a very good job.
오늘
A word.
Today, we won.
인터뷰하고 싶지 않아요.
We won.
The interviewer was like, this guy doesn't want to interview with me.
제가 일단 이 승리 소감?
네.
일단 되게 기분이 좋고요.
I'm very happy that we got a win. And we won last week and we won this today. So it's a 2 win in a row.
저희가 플레이가 나왔었는데 잘
Yeah, and our plays improved definitely compared to last month where we kept losing.
정말 감사합니다.
And I just want to thank you guys for giving me the MVP.
It's like, why are you constantly looking at Daeung Choi right
자, 일단
now?
올라갔고요. 그리고 2승을 가져갔고 앞으로 승리를 계속해서 가져갔을
You guys got
경우에는
2 wins.
플레이오프
If you
진출을
continue to
노려볼 수
win
있습니다.
right now, you are in the runnings to get third place
뭐
and
김현 선수
make
충분히
the
뭐 1승만
playoffs.
더 하면 참 좋겠다는 이야기를 합니다만 그래도 팀
And Sung
전체
Kim
분위기
also
굉장히
said
좋은데
that they would like to get
충분히
another win.
3위권 플레이오프 진출할 수 있을 것 같습니까?
Do you think you are able to go and receive that third place position?
Yeah, and I definitely think it's possible
8강 진출 가능합니까?
to make it to the finals.
가능해요.
It's like, do you really think it's possible? And he's like,
Yeah.
4위권, 3위권까지 쭉쭉 올라갈 수 있도록 여러분들 큰 박수
Alright, big round of applause to
IDEPS.
see if IDEPS will make it to 5th, 4th, and even 3rd position places. IDEPS definitely showing us very good performance both last week and this week. We are going to now get ready for our second matchup.
저번 경기에서도 솔직히 저희가 뭐 2대 0이나 이렇게 압도적으로 경기를 패배한 것도 아니었고 저희가 먼저 1라운드를 따고 그 다음에 이제 2대 1로 지게 된 거였잖아요. 오늘 이번에 패배하는 것도 2대 0으로 패배하는 걸 봤고 또 다음에 만났을 때 저희가 이제 더 준비를 많이 해가지고 경기를 하게 되면은 뭐 충분히 이길 수 있지 않을까 생각하고 있어요.
최적으로 셋 다 조심을 해야 되는데 아무래도 링 검사 심성호 선수가 난입을 잘하기 때문에 그리고 링 검사가 살려주는 스킬이 좋아가지고 서로 호흡을 잘 맞춰서 그 기술을 성공을 시키면 가능성이 충분하다고 생각하고요.
저희가 지금 연패를 하고 있는데 승부 예측 틀리신 분들이 많은데 그런 점은 좀 죄송하고요. 다음에 이제 GC 부산 팀과의 경기에서 더 재밌고 화끈한 경기 보여드리겠습니다. 오늘 감사합니다.
저는 좀 다르게 생각합니다. 지금 한 판 져야지 이 넘어졌을 때 뒤통수가 아프구나, 이 땅바닥이 얼마나 차갑구나 이런 것도 느끼기 때문에 오히려 저는 좀 좋게 생각하고 긍정적이게 생각하는데 반면에 좀 제가 너무 허언장담하게 항상 다 이깁니다 하다가 오늘 져가지고 팬분들한테는 좀 죄송스럽습니다. 진심으로 사과드리겠습니다. MSG와의 첫 경기 때는 이제 선봉전에서 박진유 선수랑 첫 싸움에 있어서 제가 좀 많이 밀렸습니다. 그런 거를 좀 보완을 했기 때문에 2차전 경기는 무리 없이 무난하게 2대0 갖고 갈 수 있을 것 같은데요.
저번 경기에서는 우리가 선봉 미스로 1라운드 내주고 이겼는데 이번에는 실수 없이 2대0으로 이길게요. 제가 선봉 나가서 갓진유를 무너뜨릴게요.
매일매일 응원 와주시는데 이번 지토링 팀과 경기에서 실망시켜드려서 죄송하고 다음번엔 더 준비를 열심히 해서 이기도록 할게요.
Alright, in terms of stage performance and confidence, both teams are very strong teams. MSG, Mega Sexy Guys on the left side, blue side. We have Eyebrows as Blade Master, as always. Then Jinyu Park as Assassin, as always. And Daeyoung Choi as Soul Fighter, not as always. He is not always a Soul Fighter. He's playing Soul Fighter for the
tag team.
For the tag team to create a good composition. Unfortunately, he is getting a lot of flack for it, but we do have to give him a round of applause for taking up that role. Soul Fighter is not an easy role to take.
Definitely not.
Now, on the right side, we have GC Busan coming off of a loss from last week. They lost 2-0 to G Touring. They were coming off of a unbeaten streak, but they have fallen down. Destroyer on the right, Blade Dancer on the left, and Soul Fighter in the middle. Sung Woo Shim on the screen now, Kim Sung Hang, and Sung Jin Choi. Now, if you look at the introduction videos, these guys are very confident. They're very serious too. They not just say they're going to win all the time. They seriously want to win all the time, and they do win. And then when they lost last week, they felt so bad. And that was basically all the introduction video was about. They're like,
they're talking about their loss throughout the whole introduction video.
So it looks as if none of the players are going to use change points. Does not surprise me though, because both sides do have a Soul Fighter. There's nothing really to change. GC Busan, their cooperation, the composition is very good right now. And just like last time, the predictions are slowly getting larger and larger.
Yeah. It's not 90 something to 1 digit. You know, even the minor vote sides, you know, they're getting more votes and more votes.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's a good sign.
We are getting ready to go into our next matchup between GC Busan and MSG Mega Sexy Guys. Are they going to pull off the sexy and beat GC Busan? Let's find out. Crowd is fired up. Last time MSG played against GC Busan, they won their first round and then they continued to lose with a turnaround.
Yeah, I just want to mention before the match actually gets
heated.
Yeah, heated up. When MSG did win that one set, it went on. They played out the clock and they won because of the damage. So
well, let's check this out. There's a lot of damage going on right now. MSG Soul Fighter has been able to survive, but Kim Sung Hang not doing too well right now. Is he going to be dead? Is he going down? And he does! Immediately, GC Busan's Kim Sung Hang is down. Survivability has definitely fallen for GC Busan. How are they going to come back? MSG now sitting very comfortably right now. Jinyu Park using that interfere. Juno Han also using that interfere to get rid of Kim Sung Hang immediately.
Yeah, they focused Kim Sung Hang very well. They wanted to get rid of him because he is one of, well, they're all good on GC Busan.
Right, they are all good.
So if all three are good, they want to take out the healer.
Before Kim Sung Hang mentioned that he wanted to take out God Jinyu, Jinyu God.
Yeah,
but he wasn't able to get that chance because he was playing against Daeyoung Choi. Now Daeyoung Choi did a very good job early on with his heals to stay alive. Kim Sung Hang wasn't able to put in. He decided to opt for damage, but really, staying alive was the main point for Daeyoung Choi. But he's not able to do it now. But he does tag out. Smart move. Rather be alive than sorry.
But let me tell you, all three GC Busan players are very solid and consistent. So even though Kum Sung Hwang is out right now. They are still able to make it even.
Right, they might be able to turn it around. Right now, the problem is Kum Sung Hwang is the one that has the most kills.
That is true.
Is Sungjin Choi or Jim able to come out and get that win? Junior Park popping the ice mine.
Time to CC. There you go.
Getting that stun
Aerial.
in. Are they going to use that defensive interfere? I feel like they're going to use it sparingly because they do not want to waste it. Good knockdown by GC Busan just now, and the defensive interfere by MSG instead.
And Searing Strike was used to get rid of or not get CC'd by the interfere. Pulls
And
him
the
in.
drag able to knock him down, but he has to go into his own spin to stay alive.
Yeah, Junior Park still has his CC and his leaf came back, or flower.
Right, his flower is back up. He's able to put it down. There we go. He is now mobile. He is now lethal. He now has Destroyer up in the air. But not able to do so because of the defensive interfere that comes in. In fact, the assassin is on the ground instead and stunned. Is the Judgment Cleave combo going to come in? It does for a split second before he gets grabbed.
Okay, there is the stealth used by Junior Park. And tags out.
And he tags out to Juno Han, soaring. Falcon able to pull him in and into the aerial. Destroyer is going to be melted down. He's got 10 seconds left before he's forced out.
He still does have one more escape left.
He does have one more escape.
Yeah, but he just tags out just in case.
Situation, yes, and a very smart move with the early tag out because, in fact, Hung Woo-shin was able to catch Juno Han off guard and put him into an area.
Both of them in stealth.
Trying to boot the Blade Dancer. The Blade Dancer, Hung Woo-shin, he is the strategist of GC Busan. They are all strategists, but definitely shining throughout the tournament, and out of all three, he is the best with his interferes and tags. But right now, the problem is he is out.
Alright, makes it a 2-on-2. They are focusing. Sungjin Choi had his iron shield up on the side. They were ignoring him.
Blade Dancer is in a tough situation right now. He is in the air and he's going to get stunned. He uses his second wind. Is he going to tag out? Right now he is in a tough situation, but he turns it around.
Yeah, he lightning draw to try to stun him inside the lightning draw, but he walked out of it.
To turn it back around. Phantom Grip.
And Junior Park is Phantom Grip. Knocked down.
Now this is going to be hard for Junior Park. Junior Park lost in Season 1 to a Blade Dancer. But instead, the Blade Dancer decides to attack out.
Yeah, well, Destroyer has one tag left. No interferes.
And he is stunned, saving his escapes.
Blade Dancer has an interfere, so I think that is why. So
And
if the Destroyer is able to create an opportunity, the Blade Dancer is gonna try to come in, lightning draw, and try to burst damage one person down.
Oh, he faked it out. He came in and he stepped back again. Right now, 5 minutes left. We are halfway through the game. GC Busan needs to gain some momentum. Not able to get that Shadow Slash in. Does not connect.
Pulls him in, makes him use his flower. Still has his stealth, but when you're grabbed, you're not able to use it.
The assassin a little bit scared right now. They do want to play it carefully. If they make a mistake and make it 2-on-2, then it's definitely a game for the taking for GC Busan. And since MSG have taken the first set, GC Busan needs to win this game right now.
Ember Stomp.
He charges in, gets blinded, spins. Able to drag him in.
Nice.
Good job, 2-on-1, and
There
the
we go.
immediate tag out. Soul Fighter is in instead, but he gets caught in a lightning draw and stunned. He gets knocked up, knocked down, and he's still stunned. He's grabbed right now. GC Busan have capitalized on that situation very well. Right now, the Blade Master has come in. Though, to
Look
try
at that
and save
play!
him.
Grabbing one and stunning the other.
The Destroyer
Sungjin
doing very
Choi.
well, saving his life, and also getting 2 birds with 1 stone with that spin. Blade Dancer coming back out.
He's getting aerial, knocked up.
Oh,
He's
no,
gonna get
oh,
finished.
no.
Nice.
Blade Dancer
Woo!
unable to do anything while he tagged out, and the Destroyer Sungjin Choi is now in a tough situation. This cookie looks like it's going to crumble.
Well, there's 50 seconds left until MSG get both of the MSG the players who are on the bench get the interfere point. So until then, if he is able to take out the Soul Fighter, maybe.
No.
That could be a possibility.
Right, it is a very small possibility. Yeah. I'm sorry to turn it down just now, but it looks as if GC Busan's not going to be able to do anything at this point. Sungjin Choi is fighting against 3 players that have 2 tags and an interfere. 2 3 interferes each in 20 seconds.
Knocked down. This is going to finish him off. Sungjin Choi has no more
Very
escape. This is
clean
Kobo.
combo, and that is it. Daeyoung Choi getting the kill at the end. MSG finishing it off. GC Busan is now staying stagnant at 5 wins, and MSG has separated themselves.
Yeah, and MSG definitely upgraded because last time when they versed GC Busan, they had to play the clock out, and they won because of the slight damage difference. But this time they took out all 3 players and just finished it off before the clock ran out. So that's definitely an upgrade. Let's see what happens in the second set.
Let's check out the replay. There is still a second set. I do not want to peg the nail in the coffin, but MSG is playing ridiculously right now.
Well, actually, Kim Sung-hwang being knocked out so early, like probably within the minute.
Right.
He got knocked out. That was very critical.
Very critical. Right now, look at this health going down. 2-on-1, 2-on-2, but unable to do so in the lightning draw. He's just getting wrecked.
You see, the thing is, I don't know why he didn't tag out.
Yeah.
Because he definitely didn't have an escape, and he wasn't in an aerial. So when he got out of the CC, that split second, he could have tagged out.
I'm sure he wanted to tag out. Destroyer did a very good job staying alive. We saw a tag interfere by MSG to try to take him out, but he was still able to survive. Right here. Yep. Good job by Sungjin Choi. And then the blade dance comes in, but he gets caught. He gets chased. He gets wrecked. Unfortunate. Sung Woo Shim normally he is the brains of.
Yeah, so I think this is the part where he is correct. Sorry
yes,
to cut you off.
No.
Oh, okay, so this is the part.
So this is where Sung Woo Shim gets wrecked. He gets caught again.
The area.
Not able to stay alive, and Sungjin Choi has to try to play out the clock again. But what can he do? Even if he plays out the clock, damage is on MSG's side.
Yep. Yeah, Daeyoung Choi actually, well, it was just only Sungjin Choi left, but he was able to put that Kobo breaking club combo.
Right, towards the end, he just finished it off. He was very confident, and he did not pass it off to his other teammate, racking up in a kill for himself. That's at least one that brings him to 5. Pretty sure he might have gotten another one in. We are getting to get ready to get to set 2. Stay tuned. Now, GC Busan is a team with very few words, but I'm sure all they said was, let's stay alive. And I'm pretty sure Kim Sung-hwang knows that as well. Destroyer comes out first this time around to try and stay alive. And Destroyer, when he's out first most of the time, that's when he gets the wins. Just look at the damage being done and the force tag out. And by force tag, I mean he was forced to tag out.
Yeah, not the time.
Right. But he does gain some health back before he leaves, but that means that they are at a damage disadvantage.
Yeah, Kim Sung-hwang just interfering in the beginning and doing that King Fist Blitz combo. He was mad.
Yeah, it was a little bit unexpected,
Took me out.
but definitely effective. The assassin comes in to try and take out the destroyer, but he gets grabbed instead. It's okay though, they're taking their time right now. It's nothing too dangerous. The Soul Fighter did get his health back, so as long as they don't play the clock out, or as long as they just do more damage, rather, it's fine. The body swap and into the aerial, he's going to go and get him into the webbing. Spin out.
Yeah, he uses.
He was able to connect that Shadow Slash, but instead he gets stunned.
Alright, so both of them are out of escape, so when one person gets CC'd, it's gonna definitely be a reactionary 2-on-2.
Right.
We'll see when that happens.
Just depends on who's going to use it first, and it looks as if the Searing Strike was used just now out of precaution.
And right when it ended, he Ice Mine. Jinyu Park Ice Mine.
Jinyu Park definitely doing well with his mind games right now. However, 5 seconds left before the second win comes back for Sungjin Choi, but 14 seconds left before he is forced to tag out.
Very well played by Daeyoung Choi. Ground Ripple into the Windstorm combo.
Strike, is he going to tag out soon, or is he going to just wait it out? It's going to be a dangerous situation right now, because if he gets force tagged, then he's going to get caught just like this, but he uses the second wind immediately. Very safe play by Soul Fighter. Ground Ripple. Not sure if he got pushed back or if he just stepped back.
Area, Windstorm. Interfere comes in to try to stop.
Right now, both sides are doing very good at staying alive with heals, but that just means it's that much harder to decipher who is going to take or who has taken more damage right now.
Yeah.
If we go down to 0 minutes.
So it's SF versus SF.
Now, this situation was where Kim Sung-hang lost out on in set 1. Is it going to happen again this time?
Interfere comes in, but he used self-defense chi not to get CC'd by the destroyer. And Jinju Park comes in. And there's a self-defense chi.
The counteractive.
They both put each other in the CC, but the assassin gets him in the area, webs him.
Jinju Park just being very aggressive, being on the attack all the time, and always having GC Busan on their toes. But the problem is GC Busan is just very good at being defensive, exceptionally Kim Sung-hang.
Yeah, forces, Kim Sung-hang does force Jinju Park to use both of his escapes. So this is the moment. Okay, knockdown. Gets in aerial, okay. So he did it. Kim Sung-hang, if you notice, he aerialed and then stepped back and didn't do anything because he knew the interferer was going to come in.
Very smart play, and the Ice Mine to try and take control of the timer again.
Yeah,
right now,
5
Force
seconds left.
Tag is going to come in very soon, and they're going to see, and if they're going to catch it, and instead he
used his CC on Kim Sung-hang. He should have seen the clock come in and save that CC for a chase.
Very interesting play by GC Busan just now, because they knew that MSU was going for that force tag out to try and chase. Instead of tagging out early, he sidestepped and played it out. And the destroyer was able to go into iframes. He was able to go into searing strikes as soon as he came out.
Go grabs him in the Ember Stomp, getting some health back. Oh,
okay,
nice chase.
Sungjin Choi definitely doing a very good job in
there we go,
offensive.
Ground Ripple chases him.
And Blade Master right now is in a tough situation with half his health, more than half his health gone. Right now, I do not know who has done more damage.
Yeah, but Kim Sung-hang definitely seems mad, interfering, just using his King Fist and doing the blitz combo.
We have been mentioning that Kim Sung-hang is a defensive player, but in this set, he has definitely been on the offensive. We have seen a lot of ground ripples and chases afterwards. Look at this. The playing field has been leveraged towards GC Busan.
Interfere comes in. Because he knows Jinju Park is gonna CC time
Soul Fighter coming in to heal Jinju Park. To try to get that advantage again.
Alright, nice chase for the back roll. Forces him to use his stealth.
Shadow Slash connects. Is able to knock him down. But he's playing it safe. Taking his time. 2 seconds left before the force tag. Are they able to catch him? And yes, no. They are not.
Yes, no.
Able to elbow smash that.
Yeah, and take him out of stealth. Ground Ripple knocks him back, ignores the Blade
but he gets
Master.
pulled back in by the Soaring Falcon, but the
Double
staggered
stun.
interfere. Definitely doing a good job keeping Kim Sung-hang alive. Very awesome play by both
that
sides.
ice mine with the sidestep, amazing.
Even before then, the Blade Master Juno Han, he was able to Soaring Falcon Sung-hang and pull him in, and then the staggered interfered by GC Busan. It's just
Ground
play.
Ripple
But look at
chasing,
this, is he
amazing
able to
chases.
He has got
Wow.
Jinju Park. Main deals is down and out for the count.
Oh, that was very well played by Kim Sung-hang. Ground rippling, chasing him to the part where he gets knocked back and chasing him back to his flower.
Blade Master able to get a little bit of health back, but he is stunned right now. Is he able to finish it off?
Cobalt
GC Busan looks as
Windstorm
if he's going to
comes
take
down.
it.
Nova, there
Is
we
it
go.
going to be a
Re-knock up
3-on-1
and he
situation?
is dead or down or killed.
Whichever one you'd like to say. Regardless, he is inactive right now. It is a 3-on-1 situation again. The tables have been turned. Is the Soul Fighter Daeyoung Choi going to be able to finish Sungjin Choi off and make it a 1-on-2? It will definitely be an easier game to play if it's 1-on-2, but it looks as if the 2-on-1 will definitely finish off the Froststorm.
Froststorm and the Blitz combo.
Lots of damage done by GC Busan. Just one more. We gotta wait 5 more seconds until we see another 2-on-1 combination to finish it off. When are they going to do it? We just have to wait to see a stun right now. So far, Daehyung Choi has healed himself to make it harder for GC.
Someone should probably like, I want to come out, tag me in.
Meanwhile, what Daehyung Choi has to do is put in as much damage as possible and try to play out the clock. And maybe see a coin toss, and he's doing a good job at it right now. If he does play out the 2 minutes and 40 seconds, then maybe, but...
Oh, look at that! That's a Zarya! Maximum charge!
Making it 1-1. I will eat my words. MSG has definitely not showed up in the second set. They did a good job.
Yeah.
They did a good job, definitely. In fact, I'm not going to say that. I'll reword my sentence. GC Busan has showed up and showed us that they are in fact in the fight. And Kim Sung-hwang is able to be on the offensive side. Very clean play by both sides.
Kim Sung-hwang is interferes with the King Fist and the Dragon Fist combo. I keep saying Blitz combo because it used to be called Dragon Blitz combo, but now it's Dragon Fist. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, Kim Sung-hwang putting a lot of damage with his Dragon Fist combo in the middle with interferes. Let's see.
Replay really quick. Daehyung Choi and
so right here already, he is already. This is in the beginning. 10 seconds into the game, he comes in, King Fist and Dragon Fist combos.
That's aggression right there if you haven't seen one. And then Blade Master Juno, this is after Jinyu Park is gone. This is probably because the game lasted very long, time. No, and it jumped back to the beginning. What's up with that, observers? What's up with that? And the Ice Mine not able to connect.
So I just want to mention, even though MSG lost the second set, Daehyung Choi is definitely stepping up his game as a soul fighter in this whole round.
Yes.
First set and second set, he played very well. Up there's another Dragon Fist combo right there by Kim Sung-hwang.
And the counter, Burning Tundra. I wouldn't be able to pick one person to give the MVP.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody has played a very good performance in this set.
Ooh, Froststorm, this is what I like. And there is another Hitman.
Inside that grab, inside that Froststorm, you are not able to escape.
And finishes it off with the Zarya.
It looks as if Kim Sung-hwang really likes that move.
Yeah. He uses that a lot. Yeah, you call it Zarya. I don't know. It might be Symmetra.
Oh yeah, true, definitely.
Symmetra level 3 charge.
Level 3. Regardless, though, definitely a clean win by GC Busan. It took them a while to get there, but they took it in style with all 3 of their players alive to not get a death that time. Let's get ready for set 3. Alright, the crowd is fired up yet again because this set is the most important. Remember, it is best out of 3. Each side has 1 set apiece. Soul Fighter against Destroyer again this time. Now, I want to mention that Destroyer coming out first is fairly commonplace for GC Busan. He has come out 11 times, 12 times counting last set, and 13 counting this set, as opposed to Hwang Dong-sung's 6. Now, that is saying something because when the Destroyer is out the first time, they win.
And just now, that was very well played by the Destroyer. Blitz the stun, and Stone Shield breaking to another stun with the Judgment Cleave combo, forcing the interfere.
Now, Destroyer is in a tough situation right now. Soul Fighter Daehyung Choi has healed everybody. Everyone's at full health, and Destroyer Sungjin Choi has to tag out.
Yeah, but Kim Sung-hwang playing it aggressive, putting him into the Windstorm combo.
Able to displacement, put him out, forcing the second wind out with the immediate tag in. Smart move by MSG because you don't want to be in a situation where you are pinned, you are stunned, you are in an aerial and you're not able to tag out. Might as well do it earlier on and have Jinyu Park come out while your cooldown comes back. And the Destroyer coming in to heal each other. The Ice Mine is still down. Is he able to pop it?
Nope.
No,
oh, but that is a very good combo by Jinyu Park, and another 2-on-2 happens.
Jinyu Park is still out. He was able to survive for a very long time. Able to go into stealth again. The charge, backstep, the decoy, using his stealth very well. He's being very mobile. The body swap immediately going into the stealth. Not stealth, I'm sorry. The backstab. Aerial. Flower down. Mobility is up. He is lethal again with the lightning rend, but he gets pushed back. The flower has been used. Now all he has left is the stealth, but he still uses the decoy to get into it. Very good matchup against the Destroyer. It is hard for the Destroyer to do too much against the Assassin. Right now, he just wants to get a stun in. A body swap comes in again, though. Ice Mine freezes him, and the 2-on-1, they're going to wait and try to capitalize on this. Are we going to see a defensive interfere by GC Busan?
Alright, so Daeyoung Choi just came in to heal him.
A smart move. Lots of mental play by MSG right now. Keeping GC Busan on their toes.
But if you notice, Junior Park did hit the Destroyer a lot, but he is staying in the game. The Destroyer. Yeah.
But the Assassin right now in a tough situation because he has 5 seconds left before he's forced to tag out. He's going to do as much damage as possible before he leaves, but they're going to chase him.
Is he going?
And he's able to chase him.
Nice! Another nice chase. Ember Stomp.
Not using his second wind.
Because he was at full health, yeah.
Able to Soaring Falcon and pulling him in. The offensive interfere.
Ground Ripple doesn't work out because Junohan is in the air and Daeyoung Choi is using self-defense Chi.
Now the tables have turned. 5 seconds for Sungjin Choi to tag out. What is he going to do? Is he going to do it early? Or is he going to be forced to be chased? No. Very smart play by GC Busan by preemptively putting MSG in the air so that they have a safe window to come in.
Soul Fighter versus Assassin.
Right now, this is a tough situation for both sides. They are playing to their wits' end. Amazing play by both sides right now. Boshe, long animation to try and create some time.
Ground Ripple hits his second wind missed with the knockback.
Unable to connect with the Assassin.
Yeah, but now they're both out of CC, so
Ice
another.
Mine.
Okay, he tags that. I was gonna say another opportunity for interferes, but.
Now Daeyoung Choi against Kim Sung Hwang. Now, people will say that Daeyoung Choi is the lesser of the two, but in fact,
Kim Sung Hwang runs away.
Yeah, I actually no. What I wanted to say was Daeyoung Choi was not afraid of playing against Kim Sung Hwang. He came in, he wanted to take it, and in fact, Sungwoo Shim decided to come out because I'm assuming Kim Sung Hwang is going to try and come in for the 2-on-1.
Well, and because the Blade Dancer has no interferes but 2 tags, so he wants to be out in the field, create an opportunity for his other 2 teammates with 2 interferes to come in and help him out.
Most definitely, the next person to come out is going to be the Destroyer, although he has little health. So they're going to try to play this as strategically as possible.
Alright, so there is an
interference. Sungwoo Shim
using
the short end of the stick, but still able to stay alive. But his health bar getting the red. Now Destroyer comes out as we expected. Destroyer is able to stay alive longer than the Blade Dancer.
Pulls him in.
The Soul Fighter needs to come in and use a heal to stay alive.
Second wind is used and Blade Master comes in, uses his second wind. Sungjin Choi is taking out everybody's second wind.
The Blade Dancer comes back out to try and
Ground Ripple,
go for the offensive, and he's able to do it. This is huge damage to Soul.
Aerial,
the
Cheapers
isn't able to do too much. But it did just enough for the Blade Master to go out.
Daeyoung Choi's heal saved him.
It is still a 3-on-3, people. Still a 3-on-3. If the Blade Master was able to get knocked out of this situation, then GC Busan would have been very comfortable. Daeyoung Choi does a very good job with that Chi Burst immediately. The Assassin's Ice Mine does not have any effect on the Blade Dancer. Up and down a little bit. Right now, the Assassin versus Blade Dancer. People are just waiting to use their interferes. Right now, the fact is, though, that Jinyu Park has a tag, but the rest of his teammates don't, and Blade Master Juno Han has interfered with very little health. On the other hand, GC Busan has 2 interferes with a good chunk of their health left. Right now, Jinyu Park has to take advantage of this situation, and
yeah, but he's gonna get aerial, tags him in.
And that's the interfere that we were worried about. GC Busan's going to come in, but instead,
Sungwoo Shim is taking a lot of damage. He might have to tag. There we go.
That's a tag out with Kim Sung Han coming out. He's able to capitalize on this because of the health advantage. Assassin uses his flower, able to connect, body swap,
and a tag, allowing Daeyoung Choi to put him in the aerial. Re-knock up by this Displace. Nova to keep him in place.
Daeyoung Choi being very aggressive right now. We haven't seen these kind of plays by Daeyoung Choi
ever. until today.
But he's definitely using his ground ripples very well.
Okay,
and look at this 2-on-1.
He's gonna be out.
Finish it off. Soul Fighter is
Cobalt.
done. Oh my goodness, Kumsawang is gone. MSG might be able to take this win. But Destroyer has come out. Right now, the problem is Junohan and Jinyu Park, they both have very low health. Destroyer could be able to finish this off.
Use his second wind. He has 4 seconds until
2, 1. Now they both have their interferes back. Sungwoo Shim is very good at using his interferes, so all they have to do is last one defensive.
There we go, lightning draw.
There we go. Are they able to do it? Are they able to survive?
Aerial, they're focusing
one. Oh no.
Oh yes, oh no.
Oh no, right now MSG have used their second interfere, but the Destroyer
has
been able to stay alive by grabbing him. Now the Destroyer, all he has to do is finish off one.
Just constant stun. There we go, Judgment Cleave, pulls him in, spins, another knockdown, forcing him to use the second wind.
Is used.
And Chi Burst.
Right now, the important part is that the Destroyer still has one of his escapes left.
Yeah, so he has 25 more seconds until he can just, stun CC him, constant Judgment Cleave combo to finish Daeyoung Choi off. Let's see if he can do it.
It's able to be done right now. He's also waiting for that 10-second force tag. If he's in a situation where they are vulnerable, then you know that Sung Jin Choi is going to try to exploit it. He elbow smashes that drag.
Nice, counters that drag. 1 second until the tag.
And he gets stunned. Is he able to finish it off?
No, he gets tagged. Force tag comes in, puts down the flower. Jinyu Park, very low health, but has both escapes.
Now 15 seconds for Sung Jin Choi to get force tagged out. What is he going to do? Is Jinyu Park going to catch Sungwoo Shim? The ice. This is a dreadful situation for GC Busan.
3 seconds left.
They were definitely able to do something. He's able to
1
stun.
second.
He's able to stun again.
Force tag comes in. Playmaster changes his focus.
In fact, is he able to
and
finish
he
it off?
picks out Jinyu Park. Very nice.
This is a rough situation for MSG because it's a 2-on-1. No interferes are able to be done.
What are they? What?
Right now, Junohan was blocking on the ground. He was able to vortex. He's able to reflect that Soaring Falcon. Sungwoo Shim though.
Junohan used his lightning draw. Now it's time for Sungwoo Shim to put him in the aerial and do the lightning draw combo.
2 seconds left before interferes. How is this going to turn out?
Another interfere for both sides.
Right now, we don't know who did more damage. It looks as if GC Busan might have taken more, but the fact is there are 2 Soul Fighters on the team.
Yeah, but MSG Soul Fighter is still alive, giving health, whereas GC Busan Soul Fighter is dead. So this is their true health. Other than
oh my goodness, they are able to come back. 39 seconds left. Daeyoung Choi needs to take out one. The health difference is very slight. Let's see if he's going to play out the clock and
aerial.
Bring it to
he's going to frost over, displace free knockup.
Is he able to finish it off? Is he?
Ground ripple.
And he does.
King Fist.
Daeyoung Choi on the offensive. This is a rough game for GC Busan.
Oh god. Come on.
Going into the grab.
He heals himself with the Ember Stomp.
He's trying to do as much damage as possible. 10
Pulls
seconds left.
Judgment Cleave. Another continue.
Second one is used. He needs to do more damage now. 3 seconds left. Soul Fighter, is he going to risk it? Yes. Burning Tundra.
Okay.
Who is going to take the win?
I think GC Busan did more damage. I'm just going to call it
GC
Busan.
Right now.
No, because Daeyoung Choi survived till the end, giving him heals.
Oh my goodness, MSG takes a win!
MSG!
And by such a little margin. Such a little margin.
I was so wrong.
You were so wrong.
I was so wrong. And MSG takes the win.
But for the first time, it feels good to be wrong. MSG played very well today, keeping it a tight game, walking on a tight rope.
They are running away from SWAT and IDEF.
Definitely. SWAT and IDEF were the only teams that they beat, but now they beat GC Busan. And bad news for GC Busan, they are on a 2-game losing streak.
Yeah. And Eyebrows giving an applause for Daeyoung Choi for playing so well.
Most definitely. Yeah. I would have to say the MVP has to go to Daeyoung Choi for the incredible heal at the second set. He came in and healed Junohan.
Well, he kept healing everybody, and he did a lot of damage as well.
He made a lot of crucial contributions. Let's look at the replay.
Look at this
Daeyoung
double
Choi.
knockdown by Daeyoung Choi, right there.
I'm a little lightheaded right now. Let's get back onto the ground. Lots of good plays in the beginning. The beginning was very, very tight between each other. And then it was the situation where GC Busan was down, and they were able to survive for a very long time. I want to congratulate GC Busan for their sustainability, especially Sungjin Choi.
Yeah, he was out in the field for very long. Oh, good man. This is where they take him out, the eyebrows.
Right, and then Daeung Choi was able to come in
and
heal him.
So this isn't yet. Oh, yeah. This is the heal save. Okay.
This is the heal save by the Soul Fighter Daeung Choi. Very smart move, and this is when Kim Sung-hang was gone. This is the Ip Man stuff by
Daeung Choi.
MSG. Now this is where
Junior Park gets out.
Right, and this is where people start to panic because of the clock. You've got so much time left.
And they take eyebrows, and Daeung Choi finishes off.
Look at that deal difference. Very little. Very little. It's not even that much.
20,000.
Yeah, congratulations to MSG running away from the lower brackets, lower rankings.
All right, so let me tell you, before this whole today started, I was keep saying, you know, GC Busan is probably going to beat MSG, giving them 6 wins. But now, since they lost, GC Busan is 5 wins and 2 losses. And our next matchup, winners versus G Touring, they're both 4 and 2.
Yes.
So whoever wins, they're going to be tied up with GC Busan, 5 and 2.
This is a very exciting day in the history of tag team tournaments because of the shift in the table.
Yeah, so IDEVs beat SWAT, making them even. And now our third matchup, winner versus G Touring, whoever wins is going to be tied out with GC Busan. So there's 4 teams that are tied up 2-2.
We are excited for our third matchup. Remember, we are not done. We do have 3 matches left. We will have a brief intermission, maybe around 7 minutes of commercials. Stay tuned for G Touring versus Winner. That's also a fun game because G Touring was the team that beat GC Busan previously, and Winner is also just an exciting team to watch just because of their significant players. Now, stay tuned. Don't change the channel, and we'll be right back.
Same breath I tell you to say they taste the same. Let the leaves fall off in the summer. Let December glow in flames.
마침내 세상의 경계가 사라진다. 모든 영역을 뛰어넘은 새로운 판. 시작합니다. 내 손안의 생활 플랫폼 신한 카드 판. 생활의 판을 바꾸다.
시작인가?
그래. 어? 봤어?
상상이었나? 무한 슈팅 액션 쾌감 콘토스 어드벤처 지금 바로 다운로드하세요. 없는 게 어딨어?
이기는 장땡이지.
이러면 곤란해.
NC 다이노스 파이팅! 우리 함께 행진해요.
Say my name and his in the same breath. I send my glow in flames. Care what you think, 'cause the love is it's about me.
마침내 세상의 경계를 넘어선 새로운 판이 시작된다. 신한 카드 판. 생활의 판을 바꾸다.
Alright, welcome back you guys. We are going to have our interviews with our winning team, MSG Mega Sexy Guys. The guys that are mega sexy. MSG have captured the strongest
Pokemon Go?
GC Busan. Too bad we can't play it because we're going to be a big round of applause for MSG. So you did very well in the singles tournament and immediately into the tag team. You are doing well again. Talking about private behind the scenes. He's like, Juno Han asked me to buy him, you know, dinner or like lunch.
And Juno just said, "Oh, I didn't eat yet." So how did it feel to take the win, to take the first set? And he's like, I felt good.
Do you think it would have been bad then? So can you elaborate on it a little bit? Obviously, we know that the interviewer and interviewees are very close.
So
So
first
he
he
said
said
it a little bit longer.
it was good, but now he said, I felt good because I won. And he passes on the mic.
Now the interview is like, in a tag team tournament, this is how an assassin plays. Are you?
So I
Do you like
think
how you played?
so for me, what I think is I didn't play that well. I could have played better.
Yeah, completely went against what the interviewer just said. He's like, I didn't really think I played well. It's like, oh, okay. So, what do you think you did? You didn't do well.
And he just saying.
And the interviewer was like, all right, you know, forget about this. Just pass the mic over. All right, today's MVP of the first time, Daeyoung Choi gets the MVP. Finally, his form, his condition is going up. Did you think you were going to get the MVP while you were playing?
Yes. That's what he said.
And the interviewer was like, oh,
yes.
where am I right now? This interview.
불소메이트라는 프로그램 저희가 있는데
There is a program called
Blade and Soulmate.
Blade and Soulmate.
최대웅 선수가 지금까지는 뭐 기본사로서
We're going to talk more there.
또 싱글에서 좀 달랐었잖아요. 그런데 싱글에서 아쉽게도 이번 시즌, 시즌 2에는 본인의 역량을 발휘할 수 없는 그런 상황이 되고.
So you couldn't really do too well in the season 2 of singles, but does that transfer over to your tag team tournament play?
Yeah, it's like, I just focused on tag team since I got knocked out from singles.
And the interviewer is just having a hard time right now. He's like, this is really hard to.
And the interviewer is.
All right, let's talk about the second set then, Daewon Choi. You guys won the first set like with a one punch, but in the second set you guys lost kind of like a wet noodle.
So in the second set, I put my skill tree. I made my skill tree wrong. So there were.
And that was the problem.
Yeah, there were difficulties.
And now the junior part. Now playing against Kim Sung-hwang, do you have a know-how to play against Kim Sung-hwang to try and catch him?
Yeah, and I think it did help.
Yeah, he's talking about the singles matches. And interviewer's like, Junho-han looks like he wants you to give him the mic. The interviewer's like, yes, I'm so glad that you are taking the mic. So right now you're in a good situation because you are in a position where you were able to go into third place. How's it feel?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, Junho-han was definitely.
Now he's just playing around with the interviewer, he's being sarcastic. I like it.
The interviewer like, stop stunning me and dazing me.
Yeah, stop stunning me. I don't have second wind.
And then Junho-han, you know what he said? Okay.
Yeah, and a big round of applause for MSG
for the win.
Alright, we're going to go straight into our introduction videos. MSG is showing some character. Junho-han definitely knows how to play with the interviewer. And the interviewer, I mean, these guys are all friendly.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes, in the dressing rooms, makeup room, always bantering back and forth.
치토링 팀은 일단 상당히 강력한 팀이라고 생각하기 때문에 최대한 준비를 많이 해야 될 것 같아요. 실수 때문에 한 라운드를 따였던 거지 저희가 뭐 게임에서 진 건 아니기 때문에 실수만 보완하고 완벽하게 게임하면 이길 수 있지 않을까 생각하고 있어요.
박경민 선수는 되게 침착하게 팀의 중심이 되어서 잘 이끌어가는 것 같아요. 박경민 선수는 저희 팀을 좀 위협할 만한 그런 선수인 것 같아요.
일단 지토링을 저번에 지토링 팀을 한번 이겨봤고 그렇기 때문에 또 이길 수 있지 않을까 생각하고 있고 그리고 믿어주시는 팬분들께 응원주화를 지켜드리기 위해 열심히 하도록 하겠습니다.
늘 저희한테 져왔으니까 오늘도 지시면 되겠습니다.
위너랑 첫 경기 때 느낀 점은 저희도 긴장을 하긴 하는데 그쪽 팀이 경험이 많긴 해도 그래도 똑같이 긴장을 하는 것 같아요. 저희가 가장 주의해야 할 선수는 기본사 김신경 선수라고 생각합니다. 아무래도 역시 기본사니까 그리고 주위에 살려줄 팀원이 2명씩이나 있고 거의 메인으로 가니까 제일 위험하다고 생각합니다.
신겸이가 좀 도망을 잘하는 편이거든요. 끝까지 따라잡아가지고 꼭 죽이도록 하겠습니다.
위너팀 그때 제가 딱 한 번 실수로 살아남았는데 이번에 절대 실수하지 않도록 하겠습니다.
오늘 지시부산 우리한테 지는 거 봤지? 너네도 준비 단단히 안 하면 혼난다.
I love this intermixed rivalry within the teams. I mean, tag team is fairly new, so there is certain rivalry amongst other people. Looks as if Shinhan Kim has dyed his hair. We have Hyung Kwon on the left, Jung Ho Yoon on the right and Shinhan Kim in the middle with the blonde hair. Oh, Jung Ho Yoon looks like he rounded up his hair a little bit more as well. Now, this game is going to be very important compared to because of the second matchup before. With GC Busan losing, that means they are at 5 wins and 2 losses. They weren't able to gain more points. They've got 1 win to get their game points up. Let's look at the red side. G Touring with Soul Fighter Woobin Cha on the screen right now. In the middle is Blade Dancer Byung-woo Kim. We're going to go back, panning through. There we go. How's it going, Byung-woo Kim? And on the right, Kyungmin Park, or Kyungmin Park, but really it's pronounced Kyungmin Park.
Yeah, so you mentioned before, this game wasn't that much of a big deal for the ranking system.
Had GC Busan won.
Definitely, yeah. So if GC had GC Busan won, it would have just been a fun game to watch. But now, it became a very important match for GC Busan, but they can't do anything about it because whoever
Either one
wins,
of these teams are going to go up to be first place right now.
Definitely. And they're going to be tied with GC Busan on the record for win and loss. But they're probably going to surpass their RP, their round points.
And it looks as if the fans picked winner. But this time it is the 90% to one single digit.
Yeah. But this is the first time, the first prediction with 1 digit today.
Right, exactly. And also G Touring is a formidable opponent, albeit they did lose to winner for their second match in this tournament. We are ready to get straight into the game now. They are ready. We are ready to go to the first set. Alright, Force Master Jung Ho Yoon coming up first against the Soul Fighter Woobin Cha. This is going to be a fun matchup. Now, I want to mention that the team dynamics have changed a little bit since the beginning of the season. Team Winners was very confident, very arrogant, but in a good way. I'm not saying that they were a bad personality. I'm saying they were allowed to be that way. But now, with coming off of a loss against SWAT last week, they are taking this tournament very seriously and every game seriously now because you don't know who you're able to lose to. And even though they won against G Touring last time, they did lose to SWAT last week. Who's
that
to
was
say
big.
that they're going to lose, not lose to G Touring now?
And G Touring beating GC Busan and GC Busan losing to MSG. So it's going.
It's
becoming
pretty
wild.
Crazy. It's wild. And look at this, Jung Ho Yoon just playing around with G Touring with his ice maneuvers yet again. I mean, he is such a good player in singles. Using his second win just now to try to stay alive. G Touring Soul Fighter Woobin Cha just trying to get some health back. Glacial Beam hits and the counteracted 2v2 again. But G Touring, look at his health. He needs to tag out soon or to try and stay alive, do something else, maybe a cheap burst.
Lightning draw hits Force Master.
And in fact, he went on the offensive and tried to dent the health of Force Master Jung Ho Yoon. But they do have a Soul Fighter that's coming and trying to get their health back. But the fact is, all
he
Jung
is
Ho Yoon
in
has
an
to do is
aerial.
go to
Frost Nova.
Oh,
he
no.
has to tag out.
And Frost Armor,
Okay,
good
Frost.
smart play by the Kung Fu Master. He did not hit anymore. He got 1 in, but did not heal anymore. Or else that would have been, he would have gotten salty after that.
Yeah, Shinhan Kim playing it very aggressive. Gets hit by the Rising Dragon, forces a tab escape.
Yeah, and the Blade Dancer is out now against the Soul Fighter. Going for the Phantom Grip and the 2-on-2. Now it's a 1-on-1 versus a 1-on-1. They are keeping each other company. The Lightning Draw into the Glacial, countered by the Glacial Beam. No, not Glacial Beam, I'm sorry, the Impact. The Void
Okay!
Blast. The Lightning
Lightning
Draw!
draw!
Into G Touring. Blade Dancer unable to do too much.
Okay, but it was a 2v2 and the interfere actually divided up the damage taken. So
this is a similar situation
okay,
in the
aerial.
second matchup.
Is it gonna be Frost Nova?
Is he able to stay alive? Yes, he is able to stay alive.
But he is keeping his focus on the Blade Dancer, which makes him force tag.
And the Kung Fu Master comes back out right now. Both sides are playing very well. Jung Ho Yoon able to use his interfere very well by
Woobin Cha has no more interferes, so the Soul Fighters out of interference for G Touring.
It's a utility. Very good move by Force Master, again by Jung Yoon.
KFM keeps him stunned and tags out. And Rubin Cha comes in to do some Cobalt damage.
Using his self-defense chi to stay alive yet again, and the 2-on-1 with the counteractive 2-on-2. These two teams are just very fast with their reflexes. We don't see any staggered interferes. We don't see that many mind games. It's just two spears.
Yeah,
it's not a spear and a shield. It's just two spears duking it out against each other.
Ooh, Soul Fighter versus Soul Fighter. Ground Ripple hits. They're both out of second wind. Oh, nice chase by. Woo, aerial.
Is
that gonna be another? Okay, the second wind saves him. That was a nice chase. They just tagged out, and Shinhan Kim was able to stun him and put him into the aerial.
The Blade Dancer, he needs to tag out, but if he does, his other teammates aren't able to help.
Pulls him in.
Too much.
Shinhan Kim is.
There we
the
go.
Aerial tags out. KFM Rising Dragon. 3 more seconds.
Stun.
3 RF. Puts him down.
Another stun to continue it.
Continue. Aerial. Not giving him the chance to use his second wind. Another aerial.
The second wind has still not been used yet.
There we go. Now it's used. He is stunned. KFM comes out of it, but he still gets into the aerial.
Shinhan Kim going for the counter
Yeah,
and
ground
able
ripple.
to get Kung Fu
Combo
Master
punch.
into a stun. He
And
backsteps out.
Lightning draw.
And instead, G-Touring comes back with their own set of damage.
And Force Master's out. He's going to finish off the KFM.
Very clean play by Winners right now. They have set the tone now, 3v2. Once Winner gets into this situation, it's very hard for the opposing team to come back and try to even the field out unless we see a very clean 2-on-1. But we haven't seen too much of that lately in this match because it's all just 2-on-2, just instant 2-on-2.
Yeah.
Let's see if they'll change up their strategy. Force Master, yet again being the utility player and
Hits
stunning.
that Glacial. But he doesn't have Inferno. 5 more seconds for that burst damage, but he aerials, and there's going to be a re-knockup.
The 2-on-1. They're going to try to finish it off. The Inferno.
Burning
The
Tundra.
Burning Tundra. This is huge damage. Soul Fighter Wubin Cha, he's trying to stay alive, but is he going to be able to?
No tag, no interferes. He is just going to take damage. No second wind. He's just going to die. There we go. Oh, my.
Well, it's all downhill from here. G-Touring is not going to be able to come back anytime soon. Winners have played a very aggressive game.
Yeah, because all individuals in Team Winners, they are very confident in 1v1s.
Oh, and a huge heal to Jung Ho Yoon, adding insult to injury.
Gets into the area, but that doesn't hurt too much. Lightning draw. Oh, no lightning draw. Re-knockup with Blitz Blade, and now maybe a lightning draw after it comes down. Okay,
Now,
no lightning
G-Touring
draw.
has to change up their interfere game if they want to make a dent in Winners' mirror matchup. Like, Winners is basically doing the exact same thing as G-Touring. As soon as G-Touring comes out, Winners comes out. As soon as Winners comes out, G-Touring comes out.
Oh,
And
Hyogu Kwan!
that's it. Hyogu Kwan gets the finishing blow. Winners takes a fast win, immediately getting a set.
Yeah, I just want to say, I wanted to say it in the middle of the game, but there's so much going on. So, I was saying that Team Winner is all individual players are very confident in one-on-one. And just now, G-Touring used up all their tags and all their interferes. So, when that happens, it's going to be a one-on-one until a force tag happens. And Team Winner is definitely has the upper hand when it's just a 1v1. For all three of them, because they're previous first place pilots of singles last year and this year even. Jung Ho Yoon as Season 1 winner.
Now, the dynamic in which this game was played out was there weren't that many staggered interferes involved.
Yeah.
G-Touring is known to be a very good tag team, just a very old, very good veteran tag team. They should have changed up their interfere game up because when Winners start doing the same exact thing, they created a one-on-one dynamic most of the time, and you don't want to play one-on-one against players that are one-on-one champions. You want to beat them as a tag team.
Yeah. So G-Touring is, if they want to win, they're gonna have to maybe delay their tags and interferes and just force winners to use up their tags and interferes first. Because if they're not able to do that, and they go about it at the same rate with winners, that's gonna be a disadvantage for G Touring. Because G Touring, as you mentioned, is a veteran in tag teams, not a 1v1.
And also, I have to mention, they have to cut down Jungho Yoon as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Because he's got that heal, he's got that frost armor that pops up. You don't even know when it's gonna pop up, and you accidentally heal him, and then he tags out, and then comes in to do damage. He's basically like a semi-tank. Alright, we are ready for our second set. What is G Touring going to do to try to change the game up? I don't know. I really hope they will show us a better interfered gameplay.
Yeah, well, to be honest, the
Well,
KFF.
we'll wait for it.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
see.
yeah.
We're going to go straight into set 3. That's set 2.
Yes, so.
Alright. Soul Fighter against Soul Fighter on both sides. Woo Bin Cha in red and Shingyong Kim in blue.
So G Touring has to force winners for tags and interferes and save up their points, at least one more point than winners.
We just saw a very good encounter by Shingyong Kim. He was able to dodge a lot of Woo Bin Cha's attacks and then go in for the leg sweep to try and subdue Woo Bin Cha. Just judging by the health though, they are doing the same stuff to each other. Not that big of a difference between either one. Just a slight advantage for winners.
Alright. Shingyong Kim's second win comes back and now Woo Bin Cha has 10 more seconds.
Both sides
there we
have
go.
used their chi
Shingyong
burst
Kim makes
and
his move before his second win comes back. Aerial, maybe a Frost Nova. There we go. Oh, but it didn't hit.
unable to connect that glacial beam again, or that displace rather. The Void Blast. The Soul Fighter name change.
Yeah, you used the Void Blast. Burning Tundra hits.
Now neither side have used
Woo!
an interfere. They're just letting the
Sidestep.
Soul Fighters duke it out.
Yeah.
The leg sweep by Woo Bin Cha.
Ground Ripple hits. Woo Bin Cha uses second one first, and then followed by Shingyong Kim.
Now the defensive interfere has to come in and try to save Woo Bin Cha, and it does manage to get him a second life just now.
The lightning draw happens.
Glacial beam hits, 2-on-1, and then the defensive 2-on-1 again. This time the interferes are staggered. We do see a change up in gameplay. Shingyong Kim about to be force tagged out. Will he do it before or?
Okay.
Oh, and he does get chased. He's able to get
Woo!
it in.
Nice chase.
Second
Forces,
win.
yeah, forces that second win, but he gets knocked up, and there's another re-knock up. Okay,
Oh, he's able to back roll out.
But he still gets chased and gets hit by the Inferno and the
Oh
Meteor
my
Shower.
goodness. This is ridiculous by
Oh,
Jungho Yoon.
Jungho
He's
Yoon.
just too strong right now. He's just too. Everybody's afraid of him right now.
Woo!
Kung Fu Master isn't able to do
KFM.
anything.
Oh,
he is
he
still
tagged
alive.
out.
Soul
Nice.
Fighter still doing good amount of damage.
Oh,
to Jungho
Force
Yoon.
Master is Jungho Yoon. He's not only good at singles, he is playing amazing.
He's playing as if it's singles though.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
even funny.
Yeah, so we're like, even if there's interference, he's just ignoring the interference. He's just like, I
It
hit
doesn't
only
matter
one
to him.
person.
He's got frost armor, so that if he gets hit in it, he gets healed.
Yeah, yeah.
He's got frost burst, where he could just ice both of them when
Yeah.
they interfere. His ice maneuvers are just overpowering.
Oh,
throughout the
ground
game,
ripple
but
hits. Gets aerial. Forces Woo Bin Cha's second win and a tag.
Force Master is still out though.
See, right now, if you notice, G Touring's tag and interfered points are they have less.
There we
than
go, the
winners.
chase in. All his second wins have been used. His escapes are done. He's trying to run away with him, create that 2-on-1. Staggered. Now it's a 2-on-1 situation. Are they able to get rid of Jungho
Force
Yoon?
Master.
And he
Jungho
is able
Yoon
to
is out.
finish it, and he's gone.
That was very well played by G Touring.
3-2. He was able to get him into the Phantom Grip, run away. The staggered interfere came in. Winners interfere left and made a 2-on-1 situation. Free deal to get rid of AlphaGo. Elsa is done. G Touring playing very well this time around.
So this is teamwork by G Touring.
Most impressive by G Touring. I got the goosebumps just now. My voice cracked. I hope you guys heard it because I'm a little bit embarrassed. Doing a very good job. G Touring putting in some damage.
Comes in. All right,
2-on-1 situation yet again, and the defensive 2-on-2. Shinhan Kim still taking a little bit of damage from that and tagging.
All right, KFN comes in, aerials, and another re-knockup by the Blade Dancer, but
they both get pushed back. Shinhan Kim doing a really good job right now. The Blade Dancer is in a vulnerable situation.
Is gonna die because there's 2 aerials and a lightning
able
draw.
To get his second win back, and the lightning draw connects.
Both sides are showing us very good plays with interferes.
Now, G Touring getting rid of one player immediately,
Cobalt.
especially getting rid of Jung Ho Yoon with 2 tags and 2 interferes was very, very detrimental for winners.
Ooh, re-knock up. Shinhan Kim is just, another Frost Nova. Chases that back roll, ground ripple, forces that second wind.
But that, I want to continue to mention that after Jung Ho Yoon was taken out, that was done with so many interferes and tags used that provided winners with a window to get rid of Byung-ho Kim, G Touring's Blade Dancer. So now the playing field is even. In fact, G Touring is at a slight disadvantage. They had to stay alive in that 3-2 situation if they wanted to capitalize on it. They had to wait it out till the 3-minute mark. But unfortunately, it looks as if winners is.
All right, G Touring uses their last interfere, but self-defense Chi and a tag, letting Shinhan Kim live.
And the Blade Dancer gets his lightning draw in, it connects, and he's doing so much damage to the Soul Fighter. The Soul Fighter is not able to stay alive for too long. He does get a sidestep in and a chi burst, and he gets a displace on Shinhan Kim. Is he able to continue this damage? Is he able to finish, at least match up the health bar? We don't see an interview anytime soon.
But let me tell you, this is the situation that I was talking about. The Team G Touring has to avoid, because now it's all going to be a 1v1.
G Touring right now.
G Touring will be tied dead with the King Fist.
G Touring is at 2-1 situation and the force.
And he's just going to die. Shinhan Kim is going to take 2 kills for himself. See, this is the thing that G Touring has to avoid, making it a 1v1.
That self-defense Chi was timed perfectly to be able to stop that stun coming in by the Kung Fu Master. Shinhan Kim just showing his technical ability, shining through. Little ice bubble up top, fading away.
KFM, no escape. Shinhan Kim actually might be finished off.
Is he able to finish off this combo?
Yeah, re-knock up. Come down. There's going to be another CC. There we go. Oh, no.
And the sidestep.
Oh, it's all cool.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Kyungmin Park unable to finish it off.
Oh, I thought because he backed up and did the tap airborne, he was waiting for his cooldown for his other CCs, but I guess it was still on cooldown because he was unable to continue the combo.
There was a brief moment of silence just there.
And I saw hope for G Touring. But of course, yet again, 1v1 team winner is the stronger 1v1 players.
Definitely a little bit disappointed towards the end. G Touring had a good opportunity creating a 3v2 situation, but wasn't able to sustain that upper hand.
Yeah.
They had used too many of their tag and interfere resources, and winners came back. Now, Soul Fighter Wucha, this is in the beginning. He was getting dangerously low on health, and he had to tag out. Then the Kung Fu Master was able to capitalize on.
Yeah, Shinhan Kim actually, he just lasted the whole clock until the force tag.
Right.
That was very good play. Well played by Shinhan Kim. And here, the re-knock up, he back rolls, but then he chases him with the stun and the Inferno and the Meteor Shower.
Jung Ho Yoon's just a damage machine.
Yeah,
seriously disgusting the amount of damage that he is doing in his tag team. But I want to mention the 2-on-2, the Blade Dancer for G Touring coming in with the Phantom Grip and running away. That was the biggest deal. It'll come up soon.
Yeah, the late interfere by G Touring. That was good.
Here it
right
is.
Here.
He's running away.
Well, it already happened.
Yeah. It already happened, and G Touring 2-on-1 was sustained, but unfortunately, nobody was able to interfere to help.
Winners is double aerial interfere is they just took out so many guys.
Very dangerous. Winners is very dangerous. The Force Master, it almost looks as if people would want to have a Force Master in their 3v3 team with a Soul Fighter. Like a Soul Fighter and Force Master is proving, well, a Force Master with Jung Ho Yoon's skill, for that matter. But even without Jung Ho Yoon's skill, just the skill set that the Force Master has, he's got a lot of sustainable skills. Like
so here,
let's check this out.
He uses Smite, he uses Comet. So here, he did the tab, so he hit the tab, so I was like, maybe his Tremor or Rising Dragon cooldown is gonna come back soon, but yeah, it's long. So 45 seconds, 30 seconds, so I guess it didn't come back.
Alright, so winners, I was about to say MSG. Winners have taken it, and we're going to see who the MVP is.
Alright!
A big round of applause for winners who have gotten themselves into first place. They've won, gotten first place. They've gotten into, Jung Ho Yoon has gotten into the round of 8. How are you feeling?
It feels like a fantasy right now. I can't tell. Yeah, I'll practice harder. Yeah, I have to work that much harder.
The interviewer was like, man, with the interviewers today. What's up?" Since you did such a good job running away, filling your health bar, annoying the opponent.
Yeah, and he is saying, I didn't play that well.
Who do you think did the best?
Yeah, both of my teammates played very well. So I'm very similar to IDEP's Sang-woo Kim.
The role of Sang-woo Kim.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. And we're going to go straight to Shinhan Kim. And it's like, if there's a change in your tag team performance, the biggest change is your hair. What's up? Why'd you change your hair?
Yeah, like around 5 days ago. He got called for Koreans' mandatory military service. So he got kind of depressed, so he wanted to change up the mood. He just dyed his hair.
Oh no, so he's going to go on the 2nd of August. Oh, never mind.
What?
Wow. Oh, okay.
Oh, so
he
August.
had to go in August 2nd, but he decided to, extend it. He extended it depending on the season. So, depending on how far I go, he's going to extend it further more. So right now the team's team situation, team's personality, team feeling seems really good. How are you feeling right now?
Yes. I'm just translating what he said. Yes.
The interviewer's face is like,
yes.
It's like, please, daze.
Don't daze me in reality.
And today's MVP is Shinhan Kim. Why is today's interview so hard? So why do you think you got the MVP?
To start off, Soul Fighter is very good class to buy time. Okay, and for the other two players are able to keep me alive with their skills. So I was able to stay alive, stall time for them, and do damage, which gave me the MVP.
The interviewer's like, good, nice, thank you for that answer. Please, teammates, please look and learn from Shinhan Kim.
Yeah, so recently
We haven't seen an interview with Shinhan Kim in a long time. A lot of people are excited to see a Warlock. Are we going to see a Warlock anytime soon?
All right, so next week if we beat MSG, the following week when we go up against IDEPS, I might take out the Warlock.
And it's like, what about you, Chung Yoon? Do you have any plans to change your team, your class?
And he says,
nope. It's like, I'm just asking. Big round of applause for winners. The first place ranking team.
Taking it away from GC Busan.
A great performance by winner, a great performance by MSG and IDEPS as well. All of these games were really fun today. Actually, IDEPS shaking up the bottom seeds, and then MSG separating themselves from IDEPS and SWAT as well. And
beating
then,
GC Busan.
Yeah, beating GC Busan. That created a rift in the top. Look at that, winner up top with positive 7 points in RP, taking control of the first place position.
Yeah, IDEPS and SWAT are both at the bottom, but IDEPS is 5th place and SWAT is 6th place just because of RP, the round points. So that means IDEPS took more rounds compared to SWAT, even though their win rate is the same.
Now MSG is in a tough situation again for next week because they have to play against winner. Now if they beat winner, they are in a cool situation because they are able to maybe perhaps tie with G-Touring if they do lose. We shall see. The season has become a little bit more exciting. At first, it seemed it was a little bit too one-sided. GC Busan a winner, just sweeping everything. But now GC Busan and winner has in fact switched around as well. Next week's matchups is G-Touring versus MSG. G-Touring versus MSG. No, sorry. And then SWAT versus GC Busan and IDEPS versus winner. Let's see how that turns out.
But now, after this week and last week, the stronger teams losing to the weaker teams or the teams that are at the bottom, I can't say SWAT is going to lose to GC Busan. IDEPS is going to lose to winners. Because anything could happen now. Because GC Busan has 2 losses, winner has 2 losses. So now I don't know what is going to happen.
Right. Shinhan Kim also mentioned that if they beat MSG next weekend, they will probably see a Warlock come out by Shinhan Kim playing against IDEPS, but I'm not sure if the schedule is wrong.
Oh, okay. Maybe Shinhan Kim got it mixed up.
Yeah, he might have gotten it mixed up. So I doubt we're going to see a Warlock anytime soon. Although we would really like to. That would be really fun.
Yeah, I know. Another nerf.
Yeah. But I doubt it's going to come out because they are in a tight situation right now at the top of the table, and they do want to finish it off.
Yeah, they want to keep, because they did have rank 1 in the beginning of the season, and then they got it taken away by GC Busan.
Now they want to keep that
they want to keep that position, so they're going to play it safe.
All right, next week, our 3v3 tournament has been pulled forward to 1 p.m. PST, so watch out for that. And on Friday, we have our 1v1. I am DZ Mins, and with me is Ending Life. You guys have a good night or a good day. See ya.
on my chest. My heart's got nothing left. You broke me. Your touch I can't resist. Live and die just for this. Your poison is a kiss. I'm joking.